Lovely. Okay, so let's just make sure this is all streaming as it should be, and then we can carry on. La 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 la. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm hoping this is all streaming as it should be. We will get started. We've got 2 minutes before we're due to start, so I just have to go in live and tell you that you need to have your mat. You don't need anything else. Everything else is optional for, if you want to use stuff, you can. My name is Vanessa, and I'm going to be training you in Pilates today. So we've got, it's a nice session that I've got planned for you. It's not overly hard on the body. You will work hard. And as always with Pilates, by the time you've finished, you will know you've done it. But it is suitable for pretty much everybody to join in. So we're going to be starting off sitting and lying down, and then we'll move on to hands and knees and onto the front. And then we will do a little bit on the side, and then finish off with some nice rolling exercises, my favourites. So hopefully you will enjoy this. Can you let me know if there's any issues with sound, if you can't hear the music? If everything's okay, great. But if not, please just let me know. Pop me a message on there so I can tell, and then I can move on from there. Exciting stuff. So we've got about another minute before we get started. I will take my glasses off once we get started, but don't worry, I can still see you. So let's just have a quick listen on here. That one should be working all right now. Yep, seems to be. Dun, 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 dun. Fabulous. Right then. So, looking forward to this. Oh, how is it there? Is it nice and warm today wherever you are? Hope so. Okay, so let's get this moving. Bum, 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 bum. Right. Now the music and mic balance here sounds okay. So I'm hoping, touch wood, all is good your end. Right then, let's get moving. So, we're going to start off then, glasses off, serious stuff. We're going to start off sitting down. Most of the workout is down on the floor today anyway. So we're going to start off sitting down on the floor. We're going to begin, I'm going to face sideways on just so you've got a nice easy view and you can see exactly what we're doing. So I want you to begin just warming up through the spine. Hands are going to go underneath your legs, and I want you to focus onto your breathing just for a few seconds. So take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to push your spine backwards very gently. So press it back, and then inhale, lift up nice and tall. And do the same again. Exhale, push back. Inhale, and lift up nice and tall. Do that again. Exhale, back. Inhale, and lift up high. Do it again. Fantastic. Do that a couple more times as you are really starting to mobilize through the spine. Lengthen up, lift through the chin and the chest. And again. And lift high. One more time, please. And sit really tall. Just place the hands to the back of you, fingertips on the floor. Squeeze your shoulders together. Lengthen the back. Lift your chin and your chest. Sweep one arm up towards the ceiling and release it down, and then do the same again. So while you're doing those arm movements, really concentrate on holding the core muscles nice and strong. Now holding them in doesn't mean you're breathing in and holding your breath. You're breathing nice and steady, but your core should feel really tense and tight, as though someone's going to tickle you really hard. And that tight and bracing that we do with that is what's bracing your core, so that will hold you nice and strong and supported all the way through. And relax those arms down, hands underneath, push the spine back again. And then lift up nice and high, deep breath in. Breathe out, roll back. Breathe in and lift up high. Do that one more time, please. Big press back. And lift up high. And relax into the center. From there, moving forward slightly, you're going to lie yourself down onto the floor and just focus onto your core. So I'll turn slightly more sideways so you can see where we're at. Now obviously with Pilates, we're not squashing the spine into the floor and we're not arching away from the floor. You need to find that point in between the two. So if you pop your fingertips just underneath your lower back, your lumbar spine, and just gently brace through the center, you'll feel a gentle pressure down onto your fingertips. Now as you remove your hands, that little tiny weeny gap should still be there. It shouldn't be a massive gap, and you're not squashing the spine right down. You're tightening and tensing through the center. Imagine you're pulling your rib cage and your pelvis towards each other. So from here, this is your neutral spine. So maintain that spine. From here, you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to arch the spine away. So you're pushing your tummy away from the floor and lifting up. And then you're going to go in the opposite direction. So really press down, tuck your pelvis under. And do that extremes again. So lift the spine away from the floor and then press it down. And again, do that 2 more times. And really squash the spine down. 1 more. Now find your neutral position again. So it's that central point where the spine is in its natural curve. You're bracing in the center, and there's just that little tiny weeny gap. So from here, take a deep breath in. Feet are flat on the floor, sitting about hip distance apart. We're going to lift through the hips. So you're going to tuck your pelvis under, press into your heels, and lift away from the floor just to where you feel comfortable. Breathe in. As you breathe out, slowly, gently bring the spine back down and release the pelvis. Do that again. Tuck your pelvis under, lift up to your hips. Breathe in. As you breathe out, gently release and bring the spine down. We're not trying to go too high at the moment. We're just warming up to the lower part of your spine and releasing back down. Fantastic. Do that once more, please. Tuck under and lift. Well done. And then gently release it back down. Now relaxing your spine here. Find that neutral position, bracing. You're not squashing your chin to your chest, you're keeping your neck long. Inhale, take the arms up and back. Now as the arms go beyond shoulder point, you'll start to feel your spine wanting to arch away from the floor. Don't let it. Exhale, circle the arms around. Do the same again. Inhale, keeping your abdominal muscles strong and centered. Exhale, round. Do the same thing again. Deep breath in, lift up and back. Big stretch back and breathe out. Circle the arms around. So you're keeping everything else still. Your movement is coming from the shoulders. We're warming the shoulders up now. But because you're not allowing the spine to arch and lift, you're actually keeping the core muscles really strong. You're warming them up as well. Exhale, sweep the arms around. Now the next time you lift your arms over, you're going to really brace your core. And as you sweep them round, gently lift your head and shoulders slightly and reach in the direction of your toes. Breathe in, relax your head down. Breathe out, sweep the arms around, lift your head and shoulders, reach towards the toes. So this is still for nice and still. Keep your head relaxed as you extend the arms back. Breathe out, sweep it round, lift towards those toes. Do 1 more here, please. So you're starting to warm up those abdominal muscles as well. Big lift up and pause it there. Gently relax the arms down. Take a deep breath in again. As you breathe out, lift your head and shoulders and reach towards your feet. Brace your core. There is still a natural curve in the spine. Just hold it here and breathe. So you're breathing in through your nose and you're breathing out through your nose. You've got a small gap between your chin and your chest. And you're not clenching your jaw. If you clench your jaw, you get lots of tension through your shoulders. As soon as you've had enough holding here, relax down and just release. Turn your head to one side, stretching the side of the neck. Bring it back to center and take it to the other side. And bring it back to the center. Now take your arms out to the side. Take a very gentle sway through your hips, just loosening up and mobilizing through the hips themselves. Nothing too major. And then bring it back to center. I want you to open one knee out to the side and bring it back to the center. So do that again, focusing on holding your core strong, maintaining that neutral spine, and breathing nice and steady. So inhale, exhale as you open, inhale as you come up. Do that again. So it's just a nice flowing movement through the hip. You're not trying to press that knee right down to the floor. Go to your range of movement. So open that knee out. Focus on keeping everything else nice and still. And lift it up. And again. Open that knee out and lift. Do 2 more here, please. So just one leg is moving right now. One more time, last one. Now find your center. Do the same on the other side. So open the other knee out to the side and lift it up. Now more often than not, you'll find that one side is a little bit more flexible than the other. It's not an issue. Just do what your body can do with that side. And again. So as you continue to do this, your body will start to relax in other places. What I want you to do is maintain your neutral spine. If you need to check if you've still got that little tiny gap between your lower back and the floor, feel free. Just keep bracing. You might start to shake a little bit. That's quite normal. Wonderful. Again, just do 2 more of these, please. Nice and steady. And lift up one more time. And bring those knees back to neutral position. Bracing through the center, we're going to go into those arms again. So inhale up and back. And then exhale, sweep them round. You don't have to go with the beat of the music. You can go at your own pace. Sweep the arms round. Really focus into bracing in the center. Keep everything strong. Brilliant. Sweep those arms around. Lift your head and shoulders if you wish. And then do the same again. Inhale back. Exhale, sweep it round and lift. If your body lifts really high, you're not maintaining your neutral spine. You're just elevating slightly. Extend back, still keeping that focus onto the core, keeping everything zipped up like a really tight pair of trousers. Sweep it round. Do one more here, please. Fantastic, well done. Relax the arms down, relax your head down. Straighten one leg down to the floor. And extend the other leg up towards the ceiling. Now, if this is too difficult, the bottom leg can stay bent. Again, you're going to maintain your neutral position. Hands are going to face the ceiling, so you're not cheating by pressing down into those hands. And all I want you to do is start off drawing a very small circle with that leg. Now, it's not your ankle doing the rotation, it's not your knee. The movement comes from your hip. So brace in the center, draw a circle. Start off very small. You're not moving anything else on the body. You're keeping everything else nice and still, and you're just drawing that little tiny circle. Now, as your body gets used to the movement, and as you get more confident with the movement, and you're confident that you're not swaying your body side to side, you can start to take that circle a little bit bigger. Keep everything else completely still, using those core muscles to brace. Do 4 more circles in this direction, please. 3, 2, and 1, and then change direction, go the other way round. Fantastic, well done. Keep this going. Again, you're not swaying anything else around, you're just moving from that hip joint. Do 4 more. And 3, 2 more times. 1 more. And release. Give that knee a squeeze towards you, release the hip and take it down. Lift the other leg up. So again, you're trying to lengthen that leg to straight. If you want to straighten the bottom leg as well, that's fine. If you want to keep it a little bit easier, bend that knee. Begin to draw that circle again. Again, it's not coming from your foot, it's not coming from your knee, it's coming from that hip joint and keeping it mobile and strong. So brace your center. Don't allow anything else to move. Just keep going nice and steady, nice and controlled. Once you've got that control, and you're feeling safe with what you're doing and you're not swaying side to side, you can make that circle a bit bigger. Do 4 more, please. 2 more. 1 more. And then change direction. Now, as soon as you change direction, your core will start to relax. Brace it again. Check if you're doing that. Take those palms to face the ceiling. And keep that hip circle going. Fabulous, well done. Keep your core really strong and supported all the time. Beautiful, well done. Do 4 more here if you can, please. 4, and release. 3, 2 more. 1 more time, and release. Bring those knees in. Give them a rest and relax down. Now from there, extend your legs to straight. Feel the hip stretches, flexors stretch. And extend the arms. Allow your spine to take its natural curve as you extend. And then very gently release. Bring the arms back over, place your feet flat onto the floor. Now from here, you're going to lift the feet off the floor. So bring your feet up, the knees and the ankles are together. You're not squashing the spine down, you're maintaining that neutral position, which can be awkward. Hands are going to stay on the floor. Now from here, the range of movement is to your body's balance and ability. So you're going to take the legs away very slightly, and then you're going to swing the legs towards you, and see if you can lift your tailbone very, very slightly. So press into those fingers, and it is just a very, very tiny lift. So lower away, press into the hands, and release. Do that again. So you're starting to warm up to the lower part of your abdominals now, also starting to mobilize into the lowest part of your spine. Do that again. Take it away slightly. You're not trying to take your feet all the way to the floor. You're just working into that lowest section. And again, take it away and bring it in. Do 4 more, please. Now you might start to feel your abdominal muscles feeling these. Do it again. 3. And bring it in. 2 more times. Nothing too harsh. Bring it in. 1 last time. And gently release it there. Well done. Take your feet carefully back to the floor. Bring your hands into the small of your back and bring yourself carefully up to sitting. If you can't sit up that way, roll onto your side and do it that way instead. Now from here, I'm going to turn to face you. Sit up really, really tall. Now from there, extend the arms. We're going to go into spine twist. So flex your feet. Sit as tall as you can through your spine. Arms are extended. Palms face the ceiling if you can. That way you retract the shoulder blades and lengthen through the arms. Rotate to one side. Bring it back to center. And rotate to the other side. Now as you're doing this, your body shouldn't be swinging the arms across. Okay, the arms stay out to the side. Your movement comes from your waist and from the obliques. Bring it back to center and again. Rotate to one side and back to center. Keep that going. Imagine you have a broom handle or a bar or something across the back of the neck to the hands, and it's just holding everything in place. Do that again. Wonderful. Keep this going. And release. Do 4 more if you can, please. Really rotate and release. Now you could feel this in lots of different places. We tend to find we feel it where we're tight and tense. But normally you'll start to feel this through the lower part of your body, through the obliques, which is down the side, and you'll feel it underneath your shoulder blades as well. 1 more each way, and back to center. Last time. Fantastic, well done. Relax your hands there, give your shoulders a roll back, and release. Now bending your knees, place your feet so they're flat on the floor, sit up tall. Now from there, hands underneath the legs. Take a gentle lean back from the hips and sit up. Now you're not rounding the spine, you're bracing your core all the time, keeping your back as long as you can. So lean back gently and sit back upright. And again, extend it back and lift up. Now if you're not bracing your core, your hip flexors are really going to get this, and that will make you really uncomfortable. So concentrate on pulling those core muscles in really strong. You're still breathing. Breathe out as you exhale up. Breathe in as you lower. Breathe in. Breathe out and in. Lovely. Do 4 more here. Just supporting yourself with your hands. It's not a white knuckle ride. Just keep supporting. 2 more to go. Almost there. And lift up. 1 last time. And gently release. Place the soles of your feet together and lean forward. So you're just releasing the hip flexors, allowing the spine to rest. Well done. You're doing really well. Bring it up to the top. Now feet back into the same position. This time you're going to extend your arms. Now try and get your arms and your thighs parallel with each other. You're going to pull one elbow back towards your hip and extend up. And then the other one comes back. So as you're leaning back, you're adding that rotation. It's a twist and a pull at the same time. So you'll feel your shoulder blade retract as you pull that hand down to your hip and extend forwards. Do it again. Pull down. Beautiful. And lift. And again. So while you're doing these, are you still thinking about your core? You should be. Brace your core. Hold everything strong. Turn your palms to face the ceiling. And that way your shoulder blade will really pull in down into the right position. And extend up. And again. Fabulous, well done. Keep this going, we're almost there. Are your hip flexors feeling it, or is your lower core feeling it? Good question, well presented. Keep it going, big stretch up and away. And again, squeeze it back. Do one more on each side, just an extra one. Lift and extend away. Last time. And gently release. Relax your hands down. Lean forward, pull yourself forward and down. So again, stretching through the lower back, stretching through the hips, and holding still. Bring it back to center. Now from here, you can either do this with your feet together, it's a lot easier, or if you can do it, extend those feet away. Now as you extend the legs away, flex your feet so you're sitting really tall through your spine. Now we've done the rotation through the spine, you're now going to do the saw. So you're going to take your hand across as you rotate and come back up, and then take it across and rotate. Now brace and zip up the core. Rotate to one side, sit really tall, and again. Wonderful, keep that going. Stretch it across, and lift it up, and again. Fantastic, well done, do that again. Keep that rotation going, and lift. You're flexing at the hips, you're working those hamstrings, stretching them away, and causing your core muscles to work really tight. And relax your shoulders down your spine. Temptation is to pull them up. Everybody's guilty of it at some point. Just reach across and extend, and again. Fantastic. Do two more, please. Lift up and extend. Well done. And take it across and release it there. Relax the arms. Well done. Roll your shoulders back. Now, bring one leg in and then the other. Now we're going to do one of my favourite exercises now. If you see what I'm going to do and you think, I'm not doing that, that's fine. There is the alternative to do the seated that we did to start with. So you're going to curl up into a ball. You're going to hold the back of your legs, and we're going to do the very basic level with this. So you're going to curl up as tight as you can. From here, you need to keep your chin on your chest. You're going to gently roll back towards the shoulders. You're going to roll up and just sit back upright. Sit really, really tall. So do that again. Chin to chest, roll up into a ball, gently roll back, come back up, feet to the floor, and lengthen the spine. If this is too much, curl up into a ball, and then lift up really tall. So that's your alternative, rounding and extending through the spine. If you can, do 4 more rolls back, but see if you can balance on your bottom. So roll back, roll up and balance. If you don't like it or you don't want to do it, you don't have to. You can do that seated stretch. One more time. And gently release. Well done. It's one of my favourite exercises. It's so good for your back. Massages all those muscles in the back. Swing your feet round behind you and bring yourself up onto your hands and knees, sitting right back into your heels. Take your knees about hip distance apart and just sit back, stretching your hands forward and relaxing into that stretch. So you're releasing the shoulders, releasing the back a little bit before we start to work them again. If you can't get your bottom onto your heels, but you can do this stretch here, it's like a half down dog, you can do that one instead. Fantastic, well done. Now bring yourself up onto hands and knees. You just put my mic back where it's supposed to be. So hands and knees, hands are sitting directly underneath your shoulders, knees are sitting underneath your hips. From here, you're going to extend your right arm forward and bring it down, and then your left arm forwards. So you need to keep your spine like a tabletop. Your back is not moving. You're just both extending one arm and then extending the other arm. Now, if your back is sitting like this, you are not bracing. Brace your core. Keep everything strong in the center, but you're not rounding. Keep it in the middle. So lengthen one arm, release down, and lengthen the other arm. And release down. Do one more of these on each side. Now keeping your upper body still, extend one leg away, bring it back down. Do the same with the other side. Extend it away and bring it down. Now as you extend, really push from your hip joint and extend to the tips of your toes. Still bracing your core. Do 4 more of these, please. 4, lovely, and release. And again, 3, big stretch and press. And release 2 more times. And relax down 1 more time, last one. and release it there. Take a stretch back and relax for a second. Now from here, you're going to add those moves together. We're going to do the same arm and leg, or the same arm and leg. We use opposite arm and leg, so right hand and left leg. But we're going to completely repeat that sequence. So your right arm and your left leg, extend them away to start with, so they stay just touching the floor. And then you're going to tap your knee with your hands. And then do the same again. So extend away and tap your knee with your hand. Now brace your core. Extend away and release. Now if you can do this without moving your spine, you can extend away, lifting the hand and leg slightly higher. They won't go any higher than shoulder height and hip height without causing your back to arch and round. So you must keep your core strong. Extend and tap your knee. And again, so your body is staying still, your movement is coming from that shoulder and hip joint. Do 4 more here. And release. Lovely. 3. If your supporting arm is getting a little bit tired, don't worry, we're nearly there. 2 more. And release. 1 last time. And put that hand and knee down on the floor. Same thing on the other side. So start off, just extend away, touch the floor. Tap your knee with your hand. Extend away and tap. And release. You're not arching and lifting, you're keeping everything else still. Brace and control all the time. Now keep this going. See if you want to extend them a little bit further. Again, you're not rounding and arching the spine. It's not a cat-to-cow stretch. We are keeping everything else completely still. Control all the time. And again. Lovely. If you can, do 4 more, please. Stretch it away and release. Well done. 3 and release. Brilliant. 2 more to go. Almost there. And release it in. Last time. And relax down. Well done. Sit back into your heels. Stretch for a few seconds and rest it there just for a moment. Now the cat stretch that I mentioned earlier, you're going to do now. So come up onto your hands and knees. If you find this too much, bring your hands a bit closer or make a fist and balance there. All you're going to do is push the spine up towards the ceiling. Really big stretch to the spine and then release the spine down. Look forward. Do the same again. So push up to your spine. Really press. Drop your chin to your chest and release. Do 1 more with your hands here. So tuck under. Really press down. Drop your chin to your chest. And release it to center. Now bring your fists a bit closer to you. If your hands were flat, make them into a fist now. And from there you're going to push up again. This time the upper shoulders should really feel that stretch. And release. And again, so push up through the spine. Tuck your pelvis under, chin to chest. And release. Do that 1 more time. Really big press up through the spine, chin to chest. And release it there. Well done. From there, you're going to take your hands down to the floor. Now this time, you're going to do just the legs. You're going to extend one leg back, and then you're going to swap to the other leg. Now, you can stay on your knees as they are, or you can challenge yourself. If you're going to challenge yourself a little bit, you're going to pull the toes under, take your knees off the floor, and maintain that spine position. Extend one leg back, extend the other leg back. So push away with one side, push away with the other side. If you need to do this with your knees on the floor, that's fine. If your body doesn't want that challenge, don't force it. Do 8 more if you can. So 8 and lower. Knees are sitting underneath your hips. On the floor if you want them to be. 4 more times. Are you bracing your core? Are you actually breathing? 2 more. 1 more time. Phew! Relax your knees down. Sit back into your heels. Relax your body down and rest it there just for a second. You might need to wriggle your wrists around a little bit now. Just relax those wrists and hands. Fabulous. Well done. Okay, from here, you're going to lie yourself down onto your front. So rest all the way down to the floor. Relax your body here. And just rest your forehead onto your hands. Now think about your neutral spine again. Brace your core. So pull your tummy button in really, really strong. You'll feel your spine go from arch position to a gentle flatness. And what you should feel is your core muscles really bracing and pulling in. Now keeping your feet on the floor can be awkward. So if you need to press your heels out slightly to do this, feel free. You're going to rest the head down, and then from here you're simply going to lift your head slightly, squeezing the shoulders back, and then relax them down. It's a very small move. You don't need to be lifting way up off the floor. Bracing through the center, and release. And again, squeeze those shoulders and relax it down. Well done. Do that again. Squeeze through the shoulders and release. Brilliant. Do 2 more of these. Fantastic. One more time, please. Last one. Now, relax your head down. Point your toes. Contract the muscles in your legs. And then relax down. Keeping your forehead relaxed down onto the floor. Now, as you do this, if you point your toes and contract your leg muscles, your legs will lift off the floor anyway. What this is doing is working right into your lower back, because the lower back takes all this pressure. So if you're not bracing your core, you need to now. So push away and extend and release. Well done. Keep that going. Push and extend and relax down. And again. Do 4 more if you can. Big press. That's a strong exercise. Your legs weigh approximately half of your body weight. So it is a large exercise that you're doing, even though the movement itself isn't massive. One more time. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Now go one with the upper body. So exhale, squeeze the shoulders. Inhale, lower. Now move your legs. Exhale, lift the legs up. Inhale, down. Do the same thing again. Squeeze back, exhale, inhale and lower, squeeze back and push, and release. Do 4 more please, shoulder squeeze, lovely, release it down, press those feet away, push, 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 and release, and again, 1 more, release it down, push the feet away. Fantastic. Now bring your arms out to right angles, just lift those elbows off the floor. Now take a look at the difference between the exercise I'm doing. The one we did before involved this. This one doesn't. This one, your arms are out at right angles and they go straight upwards. Lift up, lower down. If it's feeling uncomfortable, you're doing it right. So keep those feet on the floor. Squeeze the shoulders up and down. Do 4 more here. You're working directly in between those shoulder blades. It's a tough exercise. It's a small muscle. And gently release. So squeeze your shoulder blades together. Relax your forehead down. Extend the legs and point the toes. Relax your feet. Elbows out to the side. Squeeze up and down. Lift and lower. Straight up, straight down. 2 more. Brilliant. Bang those hands in. So we squeeze back to the shoulders and release. Extend those legs. Push them away and relax them down. Elbows to the side. Squeeze up and down. 2 more. 1 more time. Let's do that sequence once more. So squeeze the elbows back. Release them down. Still bracing the core. Push the legs away and release them down. Elbows to the side. Lift and lower. Keep your forehead on the floor if you want to. That way you're really isolating those shoulders. 1 last time. Squeeze back. Lift up. And inhale as you lower. Lift and extend the legs. Push the toes away. And release it down. Elbows to the side. 4. And lower. 3. 2 more times. 1 more. And gently release. Well done. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Brace your core. Push up. Sit all the way back into your heels. And enjoy that stretch. Lovely. Bring it back up onto hands and knees. Now this is your choice as to where you go with your press up on this one. We're going into a press up. Don't be frightened, you don't have to do full ones. I'm certainly not. Your press up, you want your hands a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, about 1.5 times shoulder width. From there, you're going to do a slow press. So we're going to inhale as we lower, exhale and push back up. And do that again. So inhale as you lower, exhale and push. Do it again. Inhale and lower. Exhale and press. And again. Do 4 more if you can, bracing your core. If you want to take this press up position further, go for it. You can do it in a 3/4 press up position. Work at your own level. It's most important. Don't try and do what somebody else can do. 1 more. And release. Sit back into your heels. Rest for a second. Now we're going to change that position for your arms this time. And I recommend you keep it at a low level because we're going to combine this with 2 other exercises in a second. So hands are on the floor. You're going to place them underneath your shoulders. So start with your knees close. You're going to bend your elbows and aim your nose about a foot in front of you. It doesn't matter whether you get there or not. So it becomes a tricep press. Keep those elbows pulled in. So we lower down and we push up. Now if your body gets to here and you think, oh, I don't like it, that's fine, that's far enough. If you're bending your elbows and then straightening them, you're starting to work those triceps. So it doesn't matter if you can go all the way down and all the way up or not. Just do what you can manage. Do 2 more here. And lift up. 1 more time. And lift. Now, holding this position, you're going to extend one arm out to the side and release it down. And then the other arm. Lift. And lower. So you're keeping your legs still and fixed. Your movement is a rotation. Lifting up and down. Lift. Now, next time you're going to thread the needle. So we're going to lift the arm up, sweep it underneath, lift up and extend, and relax that hand down. Then do the same on the other side. So lift and rotate, sweep it underneath, lift up and rotate, and release it down. If your knees are directly underneath you, that's still doing the same thing. So you are at your own level. If you want to do this in a full press up position, go for it. I won't be joining you. 1 more here. Swing it underneath. Lift it up. And relax that hand down. Now we're going to add those 2 together. So do 1 tricep press. Lift it up. And again. Now take 1 arm out to the side. Lift it up. Thread underneath. Lift up again. And bring that hand down. Now 2 presses here, nice and gentle. Lower and push. And again, lower down. Push into those arms. Lift the other arm up. Big rotation high. Sweep underneath. Are you still bracing your core? I hope so. And release. We're going to do that once more on each side. So 2 press ups. And lift up high. And again, lower down. Lift up. Extend the arm nice and high, big stretch up, sweep it underneath, lift and extend, and release it down. Wonderful. 1 more time, press up twice, lower, and push. Do your range of movement, doesn't matter what anybody else can manage. And lift that other arm up, nice big stretch high, sweep it under, lift it up again, and relax your hands down. Well done. Sit back into your heels. Stretch it there, rest your hands down, your head down, extend your arms forward. Now lie yourself back down onto your front once more and extend your arms forward. So this time we're going into swimming. You're going to keep your head in line with your spine. You're going to extend your right arm and your left leg, and then your left arm and your right leg. So it's always the opposite hand and foot with swimming. But what I want you to concentrate on is bracing the core, drawing your navel towards your spine, and pushing and extending from the hip joint and the shoulder joint. It's not a lift, it's not this. Okay, so it's not that. You're extending and reaching and relaxing down. If you're pushing away, your foot should lift about 4 to 6 inches off the floor, but that is more than enough because you'll still feel it working. If your arms and legs go high, it usually means you're not bracing your core, so that's a good indication. Stretch and press and release. Keep this going. Do 4 more here. Wonderful. Two more on each side, please. Big stretch and release. Brace that core. 1 more each side. And rest it there. Well done. From there, take your hands behind you. Just place them into the small of the back. Link your fingers together. Wriggle around. If you've got a good bust, you might find you need to wriggle more. Keeping the hands there, you're simply going to breathe in. As you breathe out, Lift your head slightly and push your hands away from you over your bottom. And then relax down, rest your arms. Do the same thing again, so extend away and release. Now, as you extend, it's important that you exhale, because if you don't, you'll be pushing your belly into the floor, and you don't want to lift too high. So exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. Extend those hands, and then pull them back in. Do 4 more, please. 4. Big squeeze, and release. Wonderful. 3. And release it down. Last 2 now, keep going. Big stretch, and release. 1 last time. And relax the arms down. Well done. Bring those hands in, push up onto your hands and knees, sit right back into your heels, and stretch again. Where are we at with time? Lovely. Okay, so from here, bring your feet back round to the front. We are almost there. You're doing really, really well. So from here, lie yourself down again. Find your neutral spine. So make sure you have that bracing going on through your core, pulling your rib cage and your hips towards each other, but you've still got that little tiny lumbar curve. It's a natural curve in your spine. Okay, so keep holding here, holding nice and still. Bracing that core really, really strong. Bring your feet off the floor. Now you're going to place your hands onto your right knee and pull it towards you. You're going to extend your left leg up and away. And then you're going to swap those legs over. So press with one side and press with the other side. Keep this move going. It's one of my favourite exercises. Now if you can reach down to the outside of your ankle while you're doing this, go for it. So keep this going. Now if you feel comfortable with this and you want to lift your head and shoulders, go for it. But make sure you still maintain that same position through your spine. So keep this going. Pull one leg in and then the other leg. Well done. Brilliant. Now you can stay at this pace or you can speed it up. The choice is yours. Just really brace through the center. Now bring both knees towards your chest. Bring them in, extend them away, relax your head down. Do that again. Bring them in and release it down. That's your single leg stretch. So one knee in, then the other. Do 8 of these, please. Head can be down or lifted. The choice is yours. Bring both knees in. Give them a squeeze towards you. Now see if you can extend the arms and the legs. Bring them in and extend away. Back to single. So right knee, left knee. Fantastic. Head down if you want to. Bring both knees in. Squeeze towards you and extend it away. Do the same thing again. Bring it in. Extend away. Now bring one leg towards you. So become scissors with the legs. Swap the legs over. Now again, your feet can be up here. They can be all the way down. Everybody's flexibility is different. Go to where your body will allow. Lift your head and shoulders slightly if you can. Wonderful. Now I've never seen a pair of scissors work like this. Okay, so please don't do that. Make sure you swap those legs simultaneously. Again, if your movement is small, keep it up high. Relax your head down if you need to. If you can go with it, really go with your flexibility and what your body can do. Brace your core. Wonderful. Keep moving. And again. Now if you want to go a bit faster, go for it. We're going to do 8, 7, 6, 5. Nearly there. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Bring your knees in. Okay, so from here you're going to add those 3 moves together. Dead easy, she says. You're going to do 4 single leg stretches with the knees bent. Then you're going to straighten those legs. From there you're going to bring the knees towards the chest. Extend away. Stretch those arms and the legs away. Bring it in. Extend away. Back to your single leg stretch. Let's go. 4, 3, 2. Straighten those legs. Do 4 again. Bring your knees towards your chest. Bring them in. Extend it away. Lovely. And again. Brilliant. Ready for those 2 more sets. Let's go. Single leg stretch. One leg in and the other. straighten those legs to scissors. Bring your knees towards your chest, raise the core, extend away. Really strong exercise. Do that again. Extend away. One last time. Ready? Single leg stretch. One knee comes in and the other. Extend the legs to straight. 4, 3, 2. Bring both knees in. Big squeeze. Extend away. Reach it away. One more time. Bring them in and extend them away. Phew, well done. Relax your feet down. Allow your feet to rest to the floor and just sway your knees side to side. And breathe. Phew. Fantastic. Now carefully bring yourself up to sitting. How you do it is up to you. Now the rolling exercise we did to start with. What's happening with my hair? The rolling exercise that we did to start with, we're going to repeat, and then I'm going to give you an alternative to make it more difficult, just because you can. So rolling again. If you don't want to roll, you don't have to roll. Sit up really tall through your spine. Hold the legs and then curl up into a ball as tight as you can, and sit up really tall again. So that's your basic level. Remember to always keep your chin on your chest. If you are rolling, you're going to roll back, come back up, and see if you can balance on your bum, and then lengthen your spine. Do it again. So curl up into a ball, roll back, roll up, lengthen the spine, hold it there. Brilliant. Now you have the option to make it more difficult. Hold your ankles. Now this time, because your knees are and your feet are in a different position, it does put your center of gravity into a different place. So again, chin to chest, roll back, roll up, and balance on your bottom. Balancing is always an optional thing. When you first start, your feet will probably go to the floor. If you don't keep your chin on your chest, you'll just get down there and you'll stay there. So let's carry on. Chin to chest, roll back, lift up and balance. Straighten your spine. Do it again. Roll back, roll up, and lengthen the spine. Keep going. Phew. 2 more, please. Whichever ones you're doing. Last one. And relax there. Sit really tall. Just cross your feet very briefly for a second and sit tall through your spine. If you don't like your feet crossed, you can place the soles of the feet together. Do what your body is okay with. So relax your shoulders down. Just a quick stretch for your neck now so you don't get any tension stretches. Lean your right ear towards your shoulder. Lengthen the spine, keep it nice and long. Turn your head towards your floor, towards the floor or towards your shoulder. And then take the other hand, the opposite hand away. So slide it back, stretching right into the neck, the shoulder and through the side. Bring that hand back to center, turn your head back to the front and lift it up to the top. Lean over to the other side. So again, you're just taking the ear across to wherever you can get to. Turn your head, look towards your shoulder or towards the floor. Take the opposite hand down and back until you feel that stretch go right into your neck and shoulder. Bring it back to the center, turn your head to the front and lift up. Extend the neck, extend the chin, bring it all the way up and lengthen your spine. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, tip your chin towards your chest and just hold it there, keeping the spine long. As you do this, you should get a stretch going from the base of your skull down either side of your spine to about the middle of your back. Gently release, bring it back to the center, lift your head and roll your shoulders back. Well done. Take a rotation to the right. Look over your shoulder again if you can. And bring it back to the center, twist around to your left. And bring it back to the center. I hope you've enjoyed today's workout. I certainly have. And I will hopefully get some feedback from you on the comments. Have a fantastic day and I will see you all next time. Thank you for joining me.